Did you know nearly 80% of people say they lack a strong sense of purpose? That means 4 out of every 5 people you meet are silently wondering, why am I even doing this? Perhaps you're one of them, waking up each day feeling trapped in a cycle of routine, pursuing goals that never fully satisfy. But what if the problem isn't your effort, your talent, or even your ambitions? What if the real issue is hidden deeper, beneath the surface, at the very heart of who you are? Viktor Frankl, the psychiatrist who survived Auschwitz, discovered something extraordinary during humanity's darkest hour. He realized those who endured unimaginable horrors weren't the physically strongest, but those who had a profound reason, a powerful why. Frankl famously said, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." Modern research backs Frankl's wisdom. Studies from Harvard show that having a clear sense of purpose can extend your lifespan by 7 years and dramatically reduce stress and anxiety. Yet most people live their lives backward, focusing first on what they'll do, then how they'll do it, rarely stopping to consider why they're doing it in the first place. Simon Sinek, whose simple idea, "Start with why," changed millions of lives, insists this approach isn't just ineffective, it's fundamentally flawed. Sinek boldly asks, why should anyone care about what you do unless you yourself deeply know why you're doing it? This isn't just advice for entrepreneurs or executives, it's a critical insight for anyone craving a meaningful, inspired life. Carl Jung, one of psychology's greatest thinkers, knew the danger of ignoring our deeper purpose. He believed the root cause of unhappiness, anxiety, and chronic dissatisfaction is a disconnect from our unconscious selves. Jung described the journey toward aligning your outer actions with your inner truth as individuation, the privilege of becoming authentically who you truly are. It's not about success or status. It's about discovering the unique, meaningful story that only you can tell. Without clarity about your purpose, life feels like drifting endlessly, each day feeling repetitive and hollow. But when you finally discover your true why, everything changes. You wake up energized, not by external rewards, but by internal clarity and fulfillment. Challenges become opportunities, setbacks become lessons, and life itself transforms into a rich, purposeful adventure. Today, you stand at a critical crossroads. You can continue drifting, following a script written by others, or you can courageously uncover your hidden purpose. Carl Jung once warned, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. The choice you make right now to discover your why isn't just important, it might be the single most significant decision of your life. Have you ever wondered if the greatest tragedy in life isn't failing to achieve your dreams, but spending your entire existence following someone else's? Carl Jung famously asked, "What myth are you living?" On the surface, that question may seem strange, but beneath lies a powerful truth. Each of us lives guided by deep, unconscious stories. When we ignore these internal narratives, we feel lost, disconnected, and empty, no matter how outwardly successful we become. Think honestly about your own life. Are you truly living a story that feels authentically yours, or have you unknowingly adopted someone else's script? Your parents, your friends, societies. Many people chase careers, relationships, and goals they think they should pursue, only to find themselves strangely unfulfilled. Jung called this misalignment between your conscious choices and your deeper unconscious story the source of life's deepest frustrations. Jung proposed an extraordinary yet challenging solution, the process of individuation. This isn't about quick fixes or surface-level adjustments. It's an intentional, courageous journey inward, aimed at becoming genuinely who you are, beyond external expectations. But here's the catch, and this is where many hesitate. Individuation demands confronting the parts of yourself you've avoided, the shadow. The shadow isn't just your flaws, it also hides talents you've suppressed, dreams you've abandoned, truths you've been too afraid to admit. Perhaps you've always wanted to create art, but practicality silenced that dream. Maybe injustice deeply troubles you, yet you remain silent to avoid conflict. These buried truths never disappear. They quietly shape your unhappiness, creating restlessness and regret. Jung passionately declared, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." Facing your shadow isn't just therapeutic, it's heroic. Your life's greatest purpose often lies precisely within these uncomfortable places you've resisted exploring. Imagine vividly the profound difference this discovery can make. Without understanding your personal myth, even your successes feel hollow, your relationships shallow, your joys temporary. But the moment you embrace your authentic story, everything gains clarity. Your struggles become meaningful lessons, your setbacks part of your growth, your triumphs deeply satisfying. Carl Jung beautifully summarized this transformative power when he said, "I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become." Today you're faced with a choice. Will you continue living by others' expectations, quietly accepting frustration and emptiness? Or will you courageously step into the unknown, exploring your deeper truths to reclaim your life's genuine purpose? The decision matters more than you may realize. Choosing to discover your personal myth isn't just an act of self-awareness, it's an act of profound bravery, a reclaiming of your life. Here's a powerful truth that might change your life forever. Most of us are approaching everything backward. Consider your day-to-day decisions, your career, even your personal goals. Usually we start by deciding what we'll do, then figure out how we'll do it. Rarely do we pause to deeply reflect on why we're doing it at all. But what if this seemingly harmless habit isn't just limiting? What if it's the very reason we so often feel disconnected, uninspired, and unfulfilled? Simon Sinek revolutionized how we understand purpose with one simple, groundbreaking concept called the golden circle. Picture 3 concentric rings. Most people live their entire lives operating in the outermost ring, the what, your job, tasks, products, and outcomes. Sometimes people move a little deeper into the middle ring, the how, your methods, your skills, your processes. But the rare few who genuinely inspire us live from the innermost circle, the why, your deepest beliefs, the very reason you exist and do what you do. Think clearly about Apple. They could simply sell products by listing features and specifications, the what. Instead, they famously challenged people to think different, directly appealing to their deeper desire for creativity, innovation, and individuality. Apple understands something critical. People aren't inspired by what you do, they're inspired by why you do it. Another profound example is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't mobilize millions by sharing detailed plans or logical strategies. He did so by boldly declaring, "I have a dream." Dr. King inspired change by clearly communicating his powerful why, a deep vision of equality and justice. His why resonated in the hearts of millions, fueling extraordinary courage, sacrifice, and commitment far beyond mere strategies or tactics. But here's an uncomfortable fact. Without a clear why, we rely on manipulation. Motivation through incentives, fear, or superficial rewards. Maybe you've experienced this firsthand, chasing goal after goal, yet always feeling strangely unsatisfied when you finally reach them. Without purpose, achievements feel empty, routines draining, and success strangely hollow. Knowing your why transforms this entirely. Suddenly, your efforts aren't driven by discipline or obligation. They're driven by passion and meaning. Simon Sinek himself once faced this painful emptiness. Despite outward success, he found himself increasingly uninspired, drained, and lost. Only when he consciously returned to his why to inspire others to find theirs did his passion and clarity return. Thousands who've discovered and applied this same truth report similar experiences, reclaiming lost enthusiasm, resilience, and genuine satisfaction simply by aligning their actions with their deepest purpose. Now, imagine for a moment clearly living this truth in your life. How differently would you feel each day, each moment, if every decision you made started from your deepest why? Instead of feeling exhausted by routines, you'd feel energized by meaning. Challenges wouldn't stop you, they'd inspire you. Life itself would transform from a series of tasks into a meaningful journey guided by purpose. Studies have even confirmed that purpose-driven people are nearly 50% less likely to develop cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease later in life. Purpose isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for mental, emotional, and physical health. So here's the critical question for you today. Are you ready to stop drifting on the surface and dive deep into discovering your true purpose? Because starting with why isn't just a clever leadership strategy, it's the essential foundation for living a deeply meaningful, inspiring, and profoundly satisfying life. Why do certain stories capture your imagination, staying vividly alive in your mind for years? From Star Wars to Harry Potter, from ancient myths to modern blockbusters, humanity endlessly retells the same fundamental story. An ordinary person hears a call to adventure, steps courageously into the unknown, confronts deep trials, and ultimately returns profoundly transformed. Joseph Campbell, deeply influenced by Carl Jung, called this timeless narrative the hero's journey. But why is this universal story so compelling? Because deep inside, each of us senses our own lives mirrored in this heroic journey. Think honestly about your own life. Perhaps you feel you're still living in the ordinary world, comfortable yet restless, sensing there's more to life than your daily routine. This feeling, this subtle dissatisfaction, is your call to adventure, gently nudging you toward discovering your deeper purpose. Yet, like every hero, you might hesitate, uncertain if you're capable or ready. This hesitation isn't weakness, it's profoundly human, because embracing your purpose demands facing inner dragons, your deepest fears, doubts and shadows that you'd rather avoid. Carl Jung passionately taught that confronting these inner dragons isn't just beneficial, it's essential. Hidden within your greatest struggles, your fears, anxieties, regrets, lies your life's deepest meaning. Jung warned clearly, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Take Viktor Frankl, whose hero's journey took place within the darkness of Auschwitz. Surrounded by despair and death, Frankl uncovered an extraordinary truth. Those who survived weren't necessarily stronger physically, but they had a powerful purpose, a clear why. Frankl's why became teaching others how to find meaning even in unimaginable suffering. His trauma became his greatest gift to humanity. Or consider Malala Yousafzai, whose journey began in violence and oppression. After surviving an assassination attempt, Malala didn't retreat into silence. She courageously amplified her voice, advocating passionately for education and equality. Her deepest trauma became her most powerful mission. These stories aren't rare exceptions. They reveal a universal truth about purpose. Your life's greatest meaning often emerges precisely from your most challenging experiences. The addict who dedicates their life to helping others heal. The grieving parent who becomes a counselor, transforming their pain into compassion. Your struggles aren't meaningless. They're invitations waiting to reveal your deeper purpose. Ask yourself honestly, what struggles have shaped your life? What pain, loss, or hardship have you endured? Often your life's clearest purpose hides within the very experiences you've tried hardest to forget. By framing your life as a hero's journey, every challenge gains meaning. Your setbacks become opportunities for growth, your struggles purposeful, and your victories deeply fulfilling. Campbell beautifully declared, life has no meaning. Each of us has meaning and we bring it to life. Your heroic journey, your purpose, isn't something handed down to you by fate. It's something you consciously choose, embrace, and courageously fulfill. Today you stand at the critical threshold of your heroic journey. Will you remain in the comfort of the ordinary world, quietly dissatisfied and restless? Or will you bravely step into the unknown, confront your inner dragons, and finally claim your life's true purpose? The choice matters deeply, more than you can imagine, because embracing your hero's journey isn't merely inspirational, it's transformational. It's the difference between existing and truly living. Imagine for a moment that finding your purpose isn't something that just happens to a lucky few. It's something you can intentionally uncover through clear, practical steps. Purpose doesn't arrive fully formed, it's carefully revealed piece by piece through courageous self-exploration. Carl Jung understood this deeply, advising that purpose isn't discovered by passively waiting for revelation, but by actively journeying inward, exploring who you truly are beneath the surface of everyday life. Jung taught that clarity often begins with journaling, not just casual notes, but deliberate, focused conversations with your inner self. What if you began writing honestly every day about your deepest hopes, fears, dreams, and regrets? Over time, subtle yet powerful patterns would emerge. Maybe you constantly return to themes of justice, creativity, helping others, or exploration. These patterns aren't coincidences, they're signals from your unconscious mind, guiding you toward your true calling. Consider another powerful yet simple technique, the 5 Whys exercise. Originally a business practice, this method reveals your deeper motivations by repeatedly asking the question why. Take something important in your life, perhaps your job or a cherished hobby. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Answer honestly, then take that answer and ask, but why does this matter? By repeating this question 5 times, you'll peel away surface reasons and discover powerful emotional truths. Perhaps your job in education isn't just about paying the bills. It's about healing your own childhood experiences by guiding others. This realization transforms routine into deep meaning. Yet purpose doesn't just lie in structured exercises. It often hides in the innocent passions of your childhood. When you were young, before society influenced your dreams, what naturally captivated you? Did you tell stories, create art, help others instinctively? These early passions weren't random, they were clues about your authentic self. Reconnecting with these innocent joys doesn't mean literally chasing childhood fantasies, but rather embracing their deeper essence, creativity, exploration, empathy in your adult life. Sometimes purpose emerges from darker places, from what Jung called your shadow, the struggles, wounds and regrets you wish you could forget. Here's the paradox. These painful experiences often hold your life's greatest purpose. The recovered addict becomes a compassionate healer. The once bullied child passionately fights injustice. The grieving parent comforts others in loss. Facing your shadow isn't comfortable or easy. But as Joseph Campbell powerfully declared, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Your deepest purpose may lie hidden precisely in the places you most resist exploring. And remember, purpose isn't just internal reflection, it's also a communal journey. Discuss your discoveries openly with trusted friends or mentors, people who see qualities in you that you might overlook. Often, others illuminate your blind spots, revealing passions or strengths you've undervalued or ignored. Sharing your exploration with others doesn't diminish your individual clarity. It enriches it, broadening your self-understanding and reinforcing your commitment to a meaningful path. Finally, transform these insights into a clear, simple statement, a personal why. Simon Sinek advises articulating this in a concise format. 2. Perhaps your statement becomes to inspire others through storytelling so they feel less alone, or to guide others toward healing so they experience genuine freedom. Your personal why doesn't have to be perfect immediately. It's a living truth that deepens and clarifies as you grow. Most importantly, discovering your purpose isn't theoretical, it's experiential. Once you've identified your core why, test it in the real world. If you feel drawn toward creativity, activism, or leadership, start small. Volunteer, create something meaningful, or join groups that align with your values. Each small step you take toward your purpose reinforces your clarity, enriching your understanding through experience, not just thought. Purpose discovery isn't a single event, it's an ongoing adventure, a courageous act of embracing your true self. This isn't simply beneficial, it's transformational. When you commit deeply to uncovering your why, you're choosing to live consciously, authentically, and passionately. You're stepping fully into your story, reclaiming your narrative, and becoming the hero you were always meant to be. The journey toward purpose is waiting. Are you ready to truly begin? Imagine waking up tomorrow morning not with dread or apathy, but with a sense of excitement and clarity about exactly why you're here. You've done the deep work of discovering your purpose. Now, the real adventure begins, living it fully each day. Knowing your purpose is powerful, but consciously integrating it into your daily life is utterly transformational. Carl Jung captured this beautifully when he said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Yet becoming your authentic self isn't passive. It demands consistent, intentional choices guided by your deepest purpose. Here's a bold truth. Merely discovering your purpose isn't enough. True transformation only occurs when you actively align your decisions, actions, and daily habits with your core why. Initially, this alignment might feel subtle, perhaps setting aside time each morning to revisit your purpose statement, journaling regularly, or consciously making choices that honor your deepest values. But gradually, these seemingly small steps compound into profound shifts. Your purpose transforms from abstract ideas into tangible actions, influencing every aspect of your life, your work, relationships, health, and happiness. Living from your purpose fundamentally changes your relationship with challenges. Without clear purpose, setbacks often feel meaningless and exhausting. But when guided by your deeper why, obstacles become opportunities, pain becomes purposeful, and failures transform into powerful lessons. Remember Viktor Frankl, who endured Auschwitz by finding profound meaning even in unimaginable suffering. Like Frankl, purpose-driven individuals display extraordinary resilience, recovering faster from setbacks and experiencing less burnout or emotional fatigue. Purpose doesn't shield you from pain, it empowers you through it. Yet purpose isn't merely about resilience, it's equally about joy. When your actions consistently reflect your deeper why, even mundane tasks become meaningful rituals. Work ceases to be a burden, it becomes a fulfilling expression of your authentic self. You no longer feel drained at the day's end. Instead, you're energized by a profound sense of fulfillment, knowing each day you've honored your deeper truth. Moreover, purpose transforms your relationships and your community. Authenticity is irresistibly inspiring. When people sense your genuine passion and clarity, they're naturally drawn toward it, inspired to reflect on their own lives and purposes. Your courageous commitment to authentic living quietly but powerfully influences those around you, creating a subtle yet profound ripple effect of positive change. But here's something crucial to understand. Purposeful living isn't static. Your why naturally evolves as you grow and experience new chapters of life. Carl Jung described individuation as a lifelong journey toward becoming fully yourself. Simon Sinek reinforces this truth, emphasizing purpose as an ongoing, evolving practice rather than a one-time discovery. To remain genuinely aligned with your purpose, you must periodically check in with yourself, revisiting your why, remaining open to deeper insights. Purposeful living means continually fine-tuning your understanding, allowing your purpose to deepen, clarify, and become even richer over time. Joseph Campbell beautifully advised, "Follow your bliss and doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be." Bliss isn't superficial happiness, it's alignment with your deeper truth. When you courageously pursue your genuine purpose, opportunities and experiences you never anticipated often unfold naturally. Purposeful living invites surprising serendipity, connecting you with unexpected people, ideas, and possibilities that further enrich your life. As you reflect on this journey, remember Viktor Frankl's powerful insight once more. Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how. Like Frankl, your life challenges aren't meaningless. They're invitations to discover your deepest strength and clearest purpose. Your struggles, setbacks, and successes aren't random events. They're essential chapters in your purposeful story. Right now, you're at a pivotal moment. Will you consciously choose to fully embrace your purpose? Not just intellectually, but in daily actions, decisions, and commitments. The choice you make now isn't just important, it's profoundly life-changing, because purposeful living isn't simply a path toward happiness. It's the foundation for a deeply meaningful, courageous, and profoundly fulfilling life. If this message resonated with you, consider sharing it. Every like and share helps others discover their own purpose, transforming lives beyond your own. Subscribe to join a growing community committed to living intentionally, deeply, and authentically. Your purposeful journey starts now. Will you courageously take that first step?